Question 13. State the coordinates of the minimum turning point of the parabola. Well, you can tell the x value is going to be positive and the y value is going to be negative. So we can work it out by looking at the completed square form. This number, if we change it from -1 to +1, and that's going to give us the y value of -16. So 1, -16 is your minimum turning point. The equation of the axis of symmetry. Well, your axis of symmetry looks like this. So any vertical line has the equation x equals. So x equals, because any point on this line has an x coordinate which is exactly the same, and they all go through this point 1. This is going to be 1 along here, so it's just going to be x equals 1. If you just write 1, you're not going to get the marks. You've got to write down x equals 1. Number 14. Square root of 45 minus 2 root 5. So root 45 can be broken down into root 9, root 5. There are other things you could break it down into. You could have 15 and 3, but 9 is a square number, so it's better to choose that. So minus 2 root 5. Now the square root of 9 is 3, so it's 3 root 5 minus 2 root 5. 5 is a prime number, so it doesn't break down any further. So 3 root 5, take away 2 root 5, just leaves us with 1 root 5. Or just root 5. Part B, it expresses a fraction in its simplest form. So we've got to add these two fractions together, so we need to have the denominators the same. This bit here is just a bit of technicality here. You don't need to do anything with that to solve the problem. It just tells you that x isn't allowed to be 0 because the denominators cannot be 0, but you don't need to worry about that. So 1 over x squared plus, we're going to multiply the top and the bottom both by x, so the numerator is going to become x and the denominator is going to become x squared. So we've got the same denominator now, so that means we can write it over just x squared, and it's 1 plus x on the numerator. That's as simple as it gets. It doesn't simplify anymore. There's no common factor in here at all. Now, some of you may prefer to do it slightly differently. I know some maths teachers don't like doing it this way, which is fair enough. But you may do 1 times x is x, x squared times 1 is x squared, and then x squared times x is x cubed. So now you can see the two answers are not the same, but that's because we've got a common factor here. We can take out x as a common factor on the numerator. We can take out x as a common factor on the denominator, just so I can show you scoring those off. So they cancel out, and that leaves us with 1 plus x, all divided by x squared, which is the same as what we had before.